Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about while loops, why they're used, and how to use them in Python. You can think of a while loop as something that executes a block of code while a condition evaluates to true. Now, let's get started. While loops in Python. What are while loops? While loops are used to run a block of code while a certain condition or statement evaluates to true. Using while loops. Let's say you have a variable x and you want to print out x and increment it by 1 on each iteration while x is less than 11. That's the same as less than or equal to 10. So in main.py, you would have x equals 1 while x is less than 11, print x plus equals 1. That's the same as x equals x plus 1. A better way to do this would be for x in range 1, 11, print x. But since we're learning about while loops, this is good enough. So if we run our Python program, here the while loop runs the indented code while the statement x less than 11 is true. This means that when x is anywhere from 1 to 10, the while loop runs, because x is less than 11. But when x reaches 11, 11 less than 11 is not true. So the while loop stops running. This will output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because 11 is not less than 11. In the last section, a while loop was just a way to make the program even more complicated, because you could just turn this whole while loop into a simple for loop. So now, I'm going to show you an example of how you might use a while loop. Let's say you're making a login system. You want to ask the user for a password while the entered password is incorrect. That's the same as until the user types in the correct password. Here's what you would do. In login.py, you would have password equals and then any password in quotations, or you can use single quotes or double quotes, it's your choice, but you would have a string with the password and then correct equals false. You could also have incorrect equals true, but I prefer this, so we're going to do this. While not correct. So as you might remember, the not operator checks if something is false. So in this case, correct is false, so the not operator returns true. And then this would turn into while true, which means the program in here would run. Entered equals input password. So the input function asks the user for a string. We're going to say password, and then we're going to let the user type in a password. And now, if entered equals password, note that we have two equal signs here to check if enter is the same as password, and then we set correct to true. An easier way of doing this would be correct equals entered equals password, and we have two equal signs here to check if entered is the same as password. So here, the operator would check if entered is the same as password, and if it is, it will return true, and correct would be set to true, or else correct would be set to false. So when we run our program with Python 3 login.py, the program asks the user for the password while the variable correct is set to false. This will generate a login system that asks the user for the password. Of course, if this was real, you would use hashing and a good-looking UI, but since we're just learning, this program is just right. Let me show you a few more examples in the Python shell. Let's start by writing a simple while loop. What do you think is going to happen here? Well, let's find out. You can see that I get a bunch of highs and it's never going to end. Why does this happen? This happens because true always evaluates to true. You can't even set its value. If true always evaluates to true, this loop is a forever loop. So if true always evaluates to true, on the first iteration, true is true, so this code right here runs. On the second iteration, this print high runs. On the third iteration, the same thing happens, and it just keeps going on and on and on until someone stops the program. So if you type in while false, and then you type in a block of code, you're going to notice that it's never going to run. That's because false evaluates to false, and there's nothing you can do to change it. So this loop right here is a useless loop. This loop right here is a forever loop. And congratulations, you've learned about while loops in Python. If you want to practice while loops at home, the link to the HTML document featured in this video is in the description. All you have to do is open the link, download the file, open it up with a browser, and practice while loops. Okay guys, that was it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Also, be sure to watch my next video, and thanks for watching.